Hey guys, it's Daryl here. Happy Friday. It's coming up on 10 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I just would like to make a short video to clear things up for some of my poor, misguided, ignorant Trump supporters. Uh, Several times just today, when I was out on my bike ride today, I saw written on the back window of a truck that Trump haters should tear up their $1,200 stimulus checks, and I saw the similar stuff on Facebook and on Instagram too. So, at first I got angry, and then as I just realized that these people have no clue on how government works. So let me go over this quick. Okay, the stimulus money, it's coming from the United States Treasury. That's United States taxpayer money. That's our money. People of the United States. It's not Donald Trump's money. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump. As a matter of fact, if you remember back to the Hillary Clinton, I believe it was, the Hillary Clinton Donald Trump debate, Hillary brought up Donald Trump's taxes, and Donald Trump, I'm pretty sure he came right out and said, because he's smart, he doesn't pay taxes. I'm paraphrasing here, but he said it right out of his mouth. And as we all know, he's never shown one tax return, probably because he doesn't pay taxes. So therefore, if this money belongs to anybody, Donald Trump is the last person, the absolute last person that anybody should thank for this money. It's not one penny of this is his money. And if you want to talk about tearing up checks, let's look into this a little more. Trump supporters had a big hissy fit about Bernie Sanders and socialism and communism, and yet another total misunderstanding of government and phrases. And socialism is not communism, and Bernie Sanders is a democratic socialist, which is not socialism. But let's stop right there. Trump supporters were, oh my God, we can't have Bernie Sanders. He's a socialist or a communist or whatever. If we look at that $1,200 stimulus money, that, if anything could be labeled socialist or socialism, it's that check. No matter how I'm sure Trump supporters would like to spin it, in one way or another, saying, well, it's different because it's not our fault. We're out of work. It's a act of God. Same exact thing that a lot of thousands of other people in the United States go through with disabilities and whatnot that receive disability checks or Social Security or food stamps. It's out of their control, and it's a handout. It's putting a hand out to people that need help, whether it be for a couple weeks, a couple months, or longer. It's the right thing to do. One of my favorite quotes is that in the future, or future civilizations will judge past civilizations by how well they treated their weakest people, their weakest members. A civilization will be judged by that. And I love that phrase. I think that is a good judge of how advanced the civilization is, by caring for the weaker members. A sign of compassion. But anyway, if anybody should be tearing up checks, I would say it's the Trump supporters. And if they truly hate socialism, as they seem to have repeatedly said with Bernie Sanders, then I think it's the Trump supporters that should be tearing up these checks. If anybody is stupid enough to tear up any check, it should be the Trump supporters. Because this money sure as hell ain't Donald Trump's. Oh, and one more thing. This was voted through by a unanimous vote from both Republicans and Democrats. It wasn't like Trump's genius idea to give us this $1,200 check. It was approved by our government, by both Democrats and Republicans. It's not Donald Trump's money, not Donald Trump's idea. About all he did was sign his name on it. After they wrote up the bill and worked out all the details and everything, he wrote his name. That's about what he has to do with this check. That's about it. So Just a little lesson for you Trump supporters. All right, you guys have a good Friday.